I read that men have a very hard time when the affair is physical versus a woman. Not saying she doesn't have a hard time, but it's a lot harder for men to get over that. Do you find that accurate? That physical affair is harder for a man to move past if he's been the one that's been betrayed? Do you find that's harder? And then on the flip side, what do you find that's harder for a female?
Great questions. So I think generally speaking, that tends to be true. Someone else, men want to be virile. Men want to know they've got it. Men want to know, I'm your man. I can satisfy you. I can make you happy. I can, all those things. And when she has connected with another man, it's competition. Is that man better than me? What does that man have that I don't have? So there's a male to male thing that occurs in betrayal, even if you never meet the guy. There's this competition. He's
Gotcha.
the guy. He's kind of the alpha male and I'm not. So men in the process are trying to figure out, how can I take back my position as alpha male? So that's why having sex is different than I'm really close to him, and you kind of have what's called an emotional affair.
That makes so much sense.
Sit
Yeah.
with you when you think about that?
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense when you say that and you put it to male versus male there and kind of the alpha male, and you took what was mine. That
Right.
definitely makes sense.
And
Definitely
then for
does.
women, here's
What's
what tends to destroy women more. Did you say I love you to her? It's the I love you. So it's the deeper emotions. Okay. Sometimes they see a text and she goes, they see the woman saying, I love you. And he says, I love you too, or love ya, babe, or whatever. The I love you expressed, even if the guy's saying, I didn't really mean it. She said it. I said it back. The I love yous are really hard for women.
Wow, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And so it's not so much the physical for a woman at all. It is the emotional on that.
Well,
That's
I would say
interesting.
it's not the physical, because it can also be that
Well, not as much.
I think it's
Or am I
both,
getting
but it might
correct?
be I love you kind of trumps, if you will, the physical, but it's thinking about you doing things to other women to satisfy them. So the physical is bothersome too, but I think the I love yous are even more bothersome.